Bonjour, bonjour. Today is Saturday, October 12th, and we are 57 days away from the opening of Notre Dame. And I came down here early this morning, quickly, to check on what was going on. It's quite exciting. So the big fence that's been there for about 5 years, 4.5 years, is gone. There's a smaller temporary fence there, but they removed all of the signs, the big plaques down there with the pictures of all the workers. They moved those to the temporary fence, but you can really see in there now. It's quite exciting. Just there on the right is where the huge container where they stored things and where they were keeping originally the pieces that fell from the roof, the stones and the rafters that survived that were charred, and they did research on all of those. And then everything else, and then they have the big tents out here. So all of that is gone. They did put a huge temporary flooring, concrete flooring down, so they're gonna take all that apart too to protect the parvis. But right around, kind of, if you follow between the left and center door, straight back from there, maybe to the left a tiny bit, is where the Point Zero marker is, and hopefully that's still intact. I'm sure they will fix it if not. But I wanted to come down here really quickly and see how we are looking. And I'm going to run around on the side to see too. But check that out. So close. 57 days away. I mean, in a week it's going to be 50. And then before we know it, it's December. And we're going in. So let's go see what's happening on the other side. So not much changed on this north side. But mostly the scaffolding that's still here that you see, this is all just for them to get up to the roof. So there's elevators in here and of course stairs. But that's really the scaffolding that's left. So there's scaffolding up above while they finish everything on the roof. But the scaffolding on this side isn't really protecting anything. It's just here to get the workers up and down. But they were taking a bunch of scaffolding off the other morning when I was here, so I do want to see where that is. It looks like the tarp that was there on the North Tower is gone. The bells have returned. All 8 of the bells. This is really the best time to come here because there's nobody out. It's 8:15. The sun comes up so late at this time of the year. I can't wait for it to come up earlier. When you wake up every day before 5 a.m. and you want to go out and check on the set level of the Seine and Notre Dame. It's too dark. You got Saint Denis up there. But the back, let me show you the back, because the back, I don't know if it's just the trees. I need to look through my photos. If the trees, just because they're losing their leaves, but I think scaffolding's been removed from the back because you could just see it a lot better. So let me show you. Look at that. So after the cathedral opens in 57 days, they are then going to do a ton of work also on the outside. So it doesn't mean that everything's finished on that date. They will start doing a lot of work on the outside, including the buttresses. And eventually, once they take everything down, they'll do a ton of work on the grounds itself, planting a ton more. Planting trees and everything around here. But this back corner is where you really can notice the back. Here. And of course they have to finish the open work part of the spire, but if you could zoom in here, see where the white is there? So they, I think, because they're all covered, but I'm pretty sure that they have put in all of the bases. So there's these kind of little platforms that they will put the statues back in. The apostles, they will go back up on the roof. And I believe those bases have gone in. So those should hopefully all go in before the opening. But I have not heard yet. I have not seen anything listed about that going back in yet. The furniture and everything will start to return here in just a few weeks. I think this guy's going into work. Hey, sir. Darn it. Just follow him in. I look like a worker. Well, probably don't have the right shoes on. Okay, let's go check on the other side. So here we are on the south side, and those definitely are, I'll put a picture where I could zoom in even closer. Those definitely are the little platforms that the statues of the apostles and the 4 evangelists are going to go back on. But they should still soon be doing the open work up there, because once they get this all done, is there somebody up there? They could finish the open work and put some, they'll have to put some scaffolding back up there to do it. But again, on this side as well, same thing. The scaffolding is basically for stairs and for them to get up. An elevator. They, on the end here, the very end of the La Cité, they have a bunch of concrete mixers lined up, and here they're coming in. So they're definitely pouring some concrete. The platforms that were here that they would hoist up the pieces for the roof, those have all been gone now for a bit. So recently in the paper, there's about 15 bouquinistes that are open for somebody to, you could enter and sign up to rent one of them, French residents. It used to be, before COVID, it used to have a 10-year waiting list, but now there's quite a few that are open. Here you go. It looks like it's going inside and through here. So the flooring inside is all done. So this must be something they're doing on the outside of the cathedral. I'll wait a few minutes and see. But the water over here, it's already coming up onto the side, getting close to that boat. It's like a docked restaurant that's always there. But it gets harder for them to actually get to, customers to actually get to it here pretty soon. But I'm gonna wait a minute, see if they start doing anything with that concrete, and report back. They poured a whole bunch of cement into the other side, and now they're doing something. But it's so cool. So you could see the this whole part over here, the sacristy. Which is all been redone as well. So the platforms are gone, and some other, so funny, you come down here a few times a week and look at it, and for the last, years, 5 years, we've been like, oh, I can't wait to see it come back and be back to its normal self. And now you almost forget what we even went through the last few years. It's like, wait, what was there? I don't remember, what was that? So I actually am standing here thinking I need to go through my thousands and thousands of photos I've taken the last few years and try to put them into some sort of a semblance of order, and maybe mark them by, if it's the north or the front or the south. But also, that would take a ton of time. Time is usually what I don't have a lot of these days. Even though that would be a labor of love. And I really do want to do something with all of this. So somebody said that I probably have documented more of the Renaissance, as we're calling it, of Notre Dame, and then I should put those all together, and with all the immense information I have ingested about Notre Dame and the restoration, I should put something together. So if you are interested in that, let me know. Whether it's a book, of course, with tons of photos and information, let me know what you think. If that's something you'd be interested in. But we'll kind of get another glimpse here from the corner. Get past all the people standing here, even though it's early. Well, there's a few. So here on the southwest corner, that whole, the whole stone part there, just at the bottom of the roof, the top stone part, that's all been restored and rebuilt in places. It's looking amazing. If you haven't listened, this past Monday, the episode of the podcast was all about the project with 2 months to go. So I will put a link in the comment below. Also, check out the video I did. I believe it was last Sunday. I can't tell what day of the week it is anymore. Last Sunday, walking around here with more of an update. So I've done quite a few videos all about Notre Dame as we've gone along. So you could check those all out and see how we have gone from it going through the last few years. There we are. So there's a little update for you. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend or week whenever you are rewatching this. Share it with anybody you know that loves Notre Dame as much as I do. Can't wait. 57 days.